2 videos in one day. Why not? Going back at 5 for this one. 2 tables. Just not liking the results we're getting, so we're going to try and knuckle down and play our best. Let's start with a raise here. Kind of a huge size, not sure about that. Thought he'd raised to 3x, but he didn't. Yeah, if anybody watched the video posted earlier, let me know what you think of the 4 tabling. Personally, I prefer playing like this, 2 tables, but it just feels like it's going to take forever. I fold this most of the time. I'm going to use that as a call. Calling like maybe 10%, 20%. Decent flop. I think this flop is definitely better for us, and we can punish him by betting small. Just take a bet line. We're going to fold the king queen. Don't see any reason to call or 4-bet. He's made it like 4x in position. Let's fold this. Is this decent for the big blind? Could be. I'm going to check back. Okay, when he checks back here, I think he has a lot more ace high. Type of hands. Expecting to stab with any pair and maybe bet small with smaller pocket pairs as well. I think I'm going to complete here. I mean, it's not the worst flop. I think we start with a call, and then depending on the turn, we could lead. I think this is a decent turn to lead, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Sizing wise, I don't know. Nice. So we get a fold. Completing from the big blind, I should have more 7s and 9s than he does. Not sure what sizing to use though. I feel like a call here is fine. Let's see what this guy does. Just let this one go. So against a button caller, I think I like a bet. Nice, he folds that. Plan was then to probably just check fold and give up. But expecting to raise any strong aces. We block a heart, which is nice. I mean, the Jack-7 does interact with his calling range somewhat, I suppose. We're going to fold this. Four bet the ace-10. Should be well ahead of his button opening range. Right. Flop the gut shot. Feels like it's just going to be a check fold type of hand though. This guy's like insta checking, so we can assume he's pretty weak. I feel like we might have the best hand unless he's river trips. We're going to call here with tens. Just not sure about his speed of his checks. I'm just going to give it up actually. We're going to check it back with a heart. Don't expect him to check twice with an ace. Could definitely have a higher pocket pair than me. Do I want to bet? Could bet against king queen for protection. I think I'm just going to check though. With the ten of hearts exactly. I think we call. I think we do lose here quite a bit, but maybe to the jack of hearts or something. Expecting to bet king of hearts some of the time. Yeah, unlucky. Mm. Just thinking, like, I seem to like predict losing to certain hands quite a lot and then call anyway. So maybe I should trust my instinct more and fold in those spots. Yeah, let's go let him have that. And we're not gonna do anything here. Or here. We're gonna throw the queen 3. And against a limp, we're going to raise. Size up a tiny bit more than usual because we're out of position. So yeah, the plan today is to try not to bluff off our stack. Here's another dicey position. We are it's just well obviously big blinds 3-bet, so it's usually queens plus, ace king plus, king queen suited, stuff like that. We are on 9 again, so I'm going to call this time. Calling this maybe 10-20% of the time. Decent flop. I don't particularly want to call and check fold turn, so I think I'm going to check raise. Not sure on these paired boards though, this might be a mistake. But I mean, I'm not folding now. Good luck us. Gonna run it twice though. Nice. I thought I scooped that then, but obviously not. Let's keep this ticked. So against somebody playing less than 100 bigs, we're just gonna get this in. Hope for the best. Hearts. Okay, split pot. I think I'm gonna check this back. Pick up a open ender. Just debating whether we check raise this. Why would we check raise? I think I'm gonna do it. think now that both flush draws have bricked and we don't hold any of them, and we're holding a few of the cards which mix well with these type of hands, we're going to put in a bluff raise. Not crazy, not a crazy size, just enough to try and get him to fold. We're going to call with the fives. Okay, we hit a set here, which is nice. So we're trying to get him to fold 7 here. Obviously not a set of fives, so that didn't go to plan. I think raising this flop would give our hand strength away, so I'm just going to call. If he does have ace high, he may have picked up a gut shot now, so hopefully he's going to bet this. And I think now we just bet small. Pretend we have a queen. Slides up at the last minute slightly to try and get a call from kings or aces, something like that. See what he had. King, queen. Nice. Expecting to bet the turn there, I'm not sure why he didn't. I feel like leading this or check raise. I'm going to go with a check raise. Can definitely barrel on certain turns. He's picked a nice sizing, so we're going to tank a bit and check raise. Barrel on any club, queen 10, jack, anything like that. That's the card. I'm not going to go crazy. We could overbet this actually. I think I'm going to. It's debating whether 2x overbet or simple overbet. I'm going to go for a one pot overbet. I mean, if he jams, we can call. We've got 4 nut outs, 2 overcards, and a flush draw, so we're doing fine, I think. Let's go back to this hand. So same old story. Coming in with a bluff again, and getting called. So am I picking the right combos? That's the question. So I'm gonna call from the big blind with pocket fives. Seems fine. Could raise. So he flops the nuts basically. Here we are gonna size up a bit. So the Russian insta calls. I think we're gonna check. We're gonna c bet. So this Russian guy definitely have spades here. He could have 10 jack for sure. I think he's gonna bet a queen a lot bigger. Could try a hero, but he could still be betting a king also. I think I'm gonna call him, look him up. I think he has quite a lot here. That's a king. Fair enough. So we gave up on the turn. So I mean 9-10 hands, pick up some equity. Ace Jack now beats us. Ace King still beats us. Any other pairs beat us. Jacks beat us 10. Everything beats us really. Can't really think of a hand we're ahead of, so we're gonna fold. King Queen maybe. Let's use these. Right, so we raise queens, and it comes king highs. Standard. Do we want to check this with the queen of clubs? Maybe. I think we want to bet. Question is what sizing? We could just go for a bet jam line here, blocking the nuts. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Do we check now? Shite. Well, I'm calling anyway, aren't I, if he has a jack. So I think we just jam. So the reasoning there, I mean, if he bets the flop, the river, I'm going to be calling, so I might as well jam. I'll have busted flush draws as bluffs, so he's going to have to call his two pairs some of the time. And we're going to raise this. I am leaning towards 3-betting more, just because the rake is so high. We want to try and win the pot pre-flop. But that does give us a lot of flops that we have to defend when we miss. Okay. So we raise from the hijack, we get a flat from the button. I think I might check this back. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually. Let's play deceptively. Don't think I want to check raise yet. Not the best turn. As played, oh, it's Jamaica. I don't see many of them. We're calling, looking for a 3 or a king. We're gonna muck the 5s. Yeah, I was planning on calling a bet there. I felt like the way I played that hand underrepped the strength of it. Ace King, how did this not... How is this part not bigger? I'm gonna fold that. So we raise pre and he just calls on the button. Sneaky. Stabs. Backdoor hearts. His bet there is okay, I guess. He blocks ace queen, ace king. Queen king, sorry. He should be firing the river though, really, if he's going to take that line. So look, Germany. I'm going to raise this first. It's not timeout. I think I'm going to call. We're sitting slightly above 100 bigs, so it gives you a bit more incentive to call. I think I'm going to peel as well. That's definitely one of the cards we wanted to see. Now I think we have to just fire in a huge bet here. And now I'm just going to check call. We have an 8 with a heart. I don't want to get check raised off my hand, so I'm going to check back. I think I'm going to check again. I'm just going to call. Picked up an extra 1 big there. I just got the bluffing gene in me. I think this is a 4 bet for sure. I'm going to fold to a jam, but I think calling here out of position is incorrect. And now we just go broke. But we're going to start with a small bet. And I think we now we beat ace king now, which is nice. I mean, we lose to jacks anyway. I think we're just going broke. My god, how unlucky do we run? We're gonna sit out a minute. We're gonna sit out so we can just look at this and cry. So we 4-bet, and he calls. Seems fine. He has a gut shot. We have top pair, so we're blocking each other's cards. So he needs a queen, I need a jack. We bet small, standard. He calls. He picks up an open ender. Bet again. He calls. I mean, it's standard. He's gonna call, isn't he, with jacks, especially on rainbow. Hits his queen. Can I fold? Am I check folding this ever? I just don't think I am. I feel like pocket tens is going to be going all in either on the flop. Well, on the flop. Um, King Jack, he's not going to be calling. King Queen, he's probably not going to be calling. A block King Queen. Queens, block it. Ace King, is that going to get raised at any point? Probably not. It's just incredibly unlucky once again. It's a huge pot. I think I'm gonna. I was gonna say I was gonna raise. If you bet, we're gonna lead quite big. Here we're going to 4-bet, not quite as big in position. So in this hand we have a pair, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. You know, we can hit 2 pair. So we are looking good for a raise, I think there. It was a semi bluff. Okay, Czech Republic. Seems to be a reg, sitting with, we're going to call this again, against the fish. I feel like folding this is far too weak, so we're going to peel. We let this one go. Didn't flop anything. We're going to play this carefully. We're still ahead of ace queen. We're still ahead of queens, jacks, tens. You know, 8-9 suited, ace rag suited, whatever. So we're going to call. It's not time out there. 4 shouldn't have helped anyone unless he has ace 3 exactly, ace 3 suited exactly. Expecting to bet this half pot to 1/3. Could overbet as well, I suppose. We're going to call. Raise your jacks. And now against the jam. I mean, he knows exactly what we have. Does that mean he's going to be turning his hand into a bluff? I think we have to call some of the time. Because I'm tilted from the last hand, I'm going to call this. Nice. Got him. I've been upgraded. Okay then. Let's see. Come on, stars. Stealing Ginger's phrase there. Got him. I can't do an Aussie accent though. I feel better now for that Jack's hand. I'm just gonna call this. Because he's tanked so long. I was gonna say I was gonna check raise him. We block 10-7, King 7. And block ace high. And now the ace comes, it's just a fold. I think ace 10 off is actually a fold. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so we got a pocket pair here. Sorry, not a pocket pair. We've got a pair here. I think you want to check. Not sure though. And we're gonna lead now. Just the timing on that was all wrong. Should have just checked immediately. I was too busy thinking about something else. Okay, King 10 suited. I think's an open. Might be a bit loose. We got a weaker player here, so can't be too bad. Flop top pair. This should connect with his calling range, like Queen Jack, Jack 10, stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna bet and size up slightly. I'm gonna bet again. Try and get a call from the hands I just said. Now we're just gonna get it in. Hope he has a weaker 10. What? Okay, well I was not expecting that. Sorry, the phone was going a sec. Where's the replayer? False. So how did this happen again? I think I'm going to call. I think our hand's good enough to play, but not necessarily good enough to 3-bet. Could be wrong. I mean, it's a fine 3-bet hand. Do we want to get ourselves in a position where we lose our stack? Probably not, so let's fold. I'm going to kick myself if this is hearts now. So we'd be calling here, obviously. And we'd be calling that as well. Or would we? Oh, my days. Here comes the shove. Here comes the annoyed call. Flicks in with aces or something. Yeah, so let's check this hand. So he flats aces. We're gonna see a flop here with like 30 bigs. And versus an overbet, I mean, I guess we fold. Bit of a weird strat. Bet. Calls. Bet. Min raise. Man, that guy literally owned me. Just didn't hit my king on the river. This chest doesn't want to work, does it? I'm gonna check back. I think this hits the big blinds range a lot more than the button. Completes here now. Straight does for an ace, so we're gonna put in a bluff. She's put in a 4 big blind raise, so you can expect him to have a strong hand. Does that mean we need to muck ace 8? I don't think so. I think we can play position. And here we just fold. I mean, this bet is just asking to get raised. But I just don't feel like he's the type of guy who's going to fold. Let's go, Terry. I think king 4 is a raise here. Okay, flop top hit. We're just gonna stab. I think we're gonna 3-bet this. Looking for a fold from Dim. It's gonna fold this time. Definitely is a decent steal position, but gonna fold. So this guy's apparently a whale, so we're gonna play. Normally fold king 10 off, but just in the pot to verse him. Comes ace high, we're gonna c-bet. Yeah, we're gonna let this one go, so it didn't work out this time. Got a gut shot. It's called from the small blind, so he likely has higher pocket pairs. I mean, we're not folding the one big, so he lets us get there. And I think now we just overbet, pretend like we're bluffing our hearts. I'm gonna fold that. Decided to complete with the 9-10, and comes 7 king 10. He's a decent board for the cutoff for sure. I think with middle pair we're not going to fold immediately. Gives half pot. Decent turn. More happy with our hand now. And against the Netherlands we're gonna 3-bet. And what do we do here? I think we just bet small. I'm gonna check to him and basically call any bet he makes. Oh, this is not great. We're gonna get it in on the flop. I'm not loving it, but I mean, what do we do? Do we call? Is call better? I mean, we're not folding. I think we'll make less mistakes by getting it all in, so I'm gonna do that. Don't expect to be ahead, but we do have backdoors. Oh, he folds. Nice. Apparently I was ahead. But I mean, we've got top pair, an open ender, backdoor flush draw. If I call and it comes a jack or a 10, and I have to check fold, I'd rather just get it in on the flop. Nice. So we complete out the big blind, and we flop trips, which is awesome. Don't think this guy is going to put us on many jacks. Do we want to call here? I think against the sizing we're going to fold. More likely to call suited versions. I think holding the king, we want to raise here now. So we're not going to put a massive raise in. We block the nuts. Well, it's not the nuts, but we block Broadway, and we put pressure on a like ace queen or ace king. Okay, we're coming up to an hour. I'm going to sit out next big on both tables. I think we're going to end up, let's not jinx it now, but I think we're going to book a winning session for a change, which will be nice. Could have been a lot more, but we'll take it. Guess we'll have to check this chest out another time. See if we can get it to work, actually. Oh, here we go. So it says, I hate it when it does that. It tells you you have graded to bronze, but gives you the previous chest anyway. The usual 60 things. Oh, we get one square. Where are we? Let's check this out, see if we've got anything on the blowout. So we're on. Okay. So we need to roll a 2, a 4, or maybe a 1 to get to here. Not sure what's best. Probably a 1 to get onto there. But yeah, we won nothing so far. So let's today 5 and L. Let's see where we're at. So we've ended up $1. We were up $5 at one point. We dropped that big pot, came back a bit, lost another one, and then pretty much went for break even for a while, and then won a bit towards the end. Thought I was going to win a bit more, but still 8.6 bigs per 100 is not bad. Let's check out the challenge so far. This is it. Only up 9 bigs. Sorry, $9, which is 2 buy-ins, and we're actually losing money on all-ins, which is shocking. We're doing well for a bit, and we are actually running above EV now, all-in EV. Anyway, see you on the next one. Holdo out.